My name's Bill W. and I'm an alcoholic. At a time like this, I wish my partner could be here. As you listen to my story, you'll see how for all those years before we met, it was like he and I were linked together by an invisible thread. I'm talking about the man we all call
Dr. Bob, alcoholic. Good to be here sober. I grew up in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. That's about 90 miles from where Bill W. was born and raised. It's a good state to come from if you want to start a program for drunks, Vermont.
My parents divorced when I was 9. I was left with my grandfather, Fayette. One day, Graham says, "Nobody but an Australian can make me throw a boomerang." "Oh yeah, well, I'll be the first American." I tried and tried, no luck. Then one day I saw a piece of wood out of the headboard of my bed, whittled it down. Damn thing almost hit the old geezer in the back of the head. By the age of 15, I had made 3 vows. Number 1, to be number 1 in anything.
Anything I did was no use. I was forced by mother to attend church 4 times a week, and I took a vow that when I got free, I would never darken the doors of the church again. A vow I kept religiously for 40-odd years.
My second vow was that one day I'd be accepted at the members-only Mount Equinox Resort, where I met my beautiful wife, Lois, one of the rich summer folk from New York City.
In 1898, I left home for Dartmouth College, where I met my Annie, a Wellesley College girl from Illinois. Drink soon cured my shyness.
My final vow was about booze.
After a whirlwind courtship lasting 17 years, I finally married Annie, set up surgery in Akron, Ohio, and I said to my wife, all I want now is to be normal. Just a normal surgeon with a normal family in normal Akron, Ohio. And on my tombstone, I want dead, which is normal.
See, I had heard what booze had done to my grandfather, seen what it had done to my father. I vowed it would never happen to me.
Say, can I use the phone?
If you can pay for it.
Where am I?
Egypt. Pennsylvania.
Operator, I want to place a call to New York City, Bigelow 73434. Mr. Frank Shaw from Bill Wilson. Reverse the charges. Here's the patch kit, honey. See if you can fix the rip in the tent.
Chance we can stay here?
How much is your cheapest room?
$2.
Sorry, Lo.
Oh, maybe our big adventure is over, Bill. This riding in the sidecar in the rain is not my idea of fun.
Come on, this is jazzy.
Let's go back to New York.
We've had a slight snag, that's all.
It's more than that.
What? What's the matter?
Last night,
Yeah?
remember?
Remember what?
You stood up singing, the bombs bursting in air. You put your fist right through that tent and in poured the rain.
So that's how the tent got ripped.
Yeah, and then we had serious talk.
Okay, what did I say?
You said it would be the last time.
Listen, from now on, getting me out of New York's worked so far, mostly. No. Frank, we're in Egypt, Pennsylvania. I took a job as a night watchman at the Portland cement plant. They're making cement for less than $1 a barrel. Way down the line in cost. The stock's dawdling at 15. I figure it's worth 25 at least. If I were you, I'd buy the hell out of it. You what? 5,000 shares and carry me for 100 more? GE went to what? Yeah, I predicted it would. Sure. A line of credit? 10 grand? Actually, we're just a little short on cash right now. 500 will do just fine. Tomorrow we'll tune up the motorcycle and head south the American Sentiment, then down to the Carolinas and Georgia. So long, Frank. Baby, we're not broke anymore! Yes, goddammit, I knew it would work. I'm telling you, these Wall Street guys never get up off their butts and check out these companies. The scientific analysis of mine is going to revolutionize the whole damn market. Gotcha! It's 1925, the big train's moving, and we're on board. I'm telling you, both of you, this country can do anything. We're #1 in the world, right? Right?
I don't have an opinion on that.
Bottle your best bubbly.
Bill!
Well, we gotta celebrate.
It's not about the money.
Listen, from now on, starting tomorrow,
Promise.
sworn on the family Bible, as soon as it dries out. You know, even soaking wet, you look gorgeous. I remember that first summer on Emerald Lake, you and your fancy Abercrombie and Fitch skiff. Me and my dumpy town rowboat.
With a blanket for a sail, my dashing young sailor.
Don't you see it? Well, we can make it. I know it.
And start a family of our own.
Yes, we're on our way.
We're making a crossing, Willie, together.
Are you ready, Bob? Robert. I don't ask much anymore, but you did promise you'd come with me to this meeting. Henrietta's written a special prayer.
Henrietta Cyberling, queen of the Goodyear rubber Cyberlings, princess of neoprene.
Bob.
Henrietta's the only creature in Akron, if not all of Ohio, who can ruin Christmas with religion. You know, the country's in the crap.
Oh, Bob.
There are no jobs, there's no money, families are falling apart, and she keeps getting messages about me from God.
Let's go.
Oh, ow!
Are you all right?
Oh yeah, it's those pains in the old bread basket again. It feels like a blast furnace down there. Oh.
Is it the hospital again or the sanitarium?
No, it's not that bad.
Well, I guess I have to stay and look after you.
Oh, no need, Annie. You go ahead. I just need to spend the evening dousing myself with milk and bicarb pills. I'll be fine. Truth is, I'm kind of nervous about tomorrow, being all thumbs and surgery.
How can you still doubt yourself after all these years?
Well, like the fellow sitting around the hardware store. Farmer comes in and asks if he wants to work the harvest. How much you paying, the man asks. I'm paying, says the farmer, whatever you're worth. No thanks, says the fellow. I'll be damned if I work for that little.
So, here we are again. Do I stay or do I go?
You go for both of us, Ann. I mean, wonderful institution, the Oxford Group. I heard the other day that Mae West and Harry Truman joined up. Perfect couple. I'm just going to I'll see if I can catch the Friday fight and maybe do my hour of reading.
What are you reading?
What, this? A fellow named James,
The Bible?
philosopher.
All right, Robert. This time, I will go. Good night.
Ann? Woo!
I'm so alone. Unable to tell anyone what's really happening. Have I been lax? No. I've tried everything. Even a whole week of drinking with him. How I detest myself for that. How can human beings continue to do the things that they know will destroy them? Them and their whole precious world. And
What are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep.
Oh, God. Nobody in Brooklyn sleeps anymore.
Why the mattress?
I thought it'd be better down here. You writing?
My journal.
No, please, Lo, don't go. Stay.
You need to find work.
Is the crash my fault? Don't blame me. Blame that nitwit Herbert Hoover.
The crash was 5 years ago, Bill. You've had offers. Joe Hirshon called you the Einstein of Wall Street.
And then he fires me.
Well, you can't sell bonds from a jail cell in Canada, Bill. Drunk the day my mother died, not there the night I lost our child, passed out on the streets of Manhattan, and now look at you. You're too afraid to go out at all.
If I stayed upstairs another minute, I was going to jump.
Why don't you just stop?
God damn it, I don't know.
Well, the doctor says if you don't, you're going to die within the year.
You're so cold.
It is self-defense.
Don't go.
Oh, no, not again. Where's my money?
Money. That's all you care about anymore, money.
$21.50 for the mortgage and my whole week's pay.
$21.50. I'm $60,000 in debt.
You stole my money! Oh, I was going to wait until morning, but it is morning. And I'm not going to protect you anymore. The Adoption Bureau called. They closed our case. It's over.
Shit, what? What did they say?
Oh, you don't have the decency to die.
Mademoiselle from Armentières, parlez-vous? Mademoiselle from Armentières, she didn't wear any underwear, inky dinky, parlez-vous?
Hey, Jesus.
What the hell happened to you?
Bus collided with a car. It's out of commission.
I'll be damned, you hurt.
I'm just a little shooken up. Hey, nice perfume.
Thanks. What's that?
This flying target rifle, that's gonna do some shooting.
On Staten Island? You's joking. You's pulling my leg.
I ain't, but I like it.
Better watch it.
Okay, I will. No, Clay Pigeon's a guy that built a shooting range out here.
Say, what's the next bus? I'm trying to get up to the golf course.
Half hour anyways. What can I get you?
I love scotch and ham and cheese.
And what about you, big boy?
Half hour. Ditto the ham and cheese. And a ginger ale.
Don't you drink?
Nope.
Religious?
Nope. Alcoholic.
What's that?
Can't drink. If I do, it's wet brain or death within the year.
Holy shit.
Exactly. The doctor tells me it's not a moral failing, it's a disease.
A disease?
Yeah. Like, say, tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis? My grandmother died of tuberculosis.
Precisely. Cure's right in here. Self-knowledge. See, one drink makes you crave another, and then another.
Oh, like hay fever.
Hay fever. No, not like hay fever. See, I'm allergic. You are not. If I was to take that drink as you were so harmlessly getting ready to do, it would lead me on a total bender. I'd wind up tonight in the gutter, dead to the world. I'd turn into a monster. Goddamn maniac.
Jesus Christ almighty.
I know this now. As long as I stay away from that first drink, I'm A-okay.
Oh, that's right. It's Armistice Day. Say, where was you in the war?
France and England. Lieutenant Colonel, heavy artillery.
Oh, leader of men.
You bet I was. Damn good at it, too.
It's a holiday, boys, and we's celebrating. Boilermakers on the house.
Woo, great. All right. So, can you have this one? Applies to holidays too?
Doesn't matter.
Not even on a holiday. That's a bitch. I myself was in the Navy during the war, stationed out in Iowa. You're going to ask, what the hell was the United States Navy doing out in Iowa? Right? Hey!
Miss! Another round for me and my friend. Hey, doll. How about we go where we can get some privacy?
How about that?
You know anywhere?
I live upstairs in the penthouse.
Just like Lady Astor.
Hey, my turn.
Sorry, pal, you lose. Bye-bye.
You had your turn, now it's my turn. Hey, it's my
Hey,
turn!
stop it!
My turn!
Japanese Sandman, sneaking in with the dew. Just an old second-hand man, buy your day from you. He will take every sorrow of the day that is through, and I'll give you tomorrow just to start life anew. I'm the Japanese Sandman, tattoo on my butt. Tattoos. I'll show you tattoos from my salad days, little lady. Frail. That snake is the serpent from the Garden of Eden. And that, what's that? How'd I get him? I can't recall. But I was on fire. It was a blazer. A real blazer. You know, all I ever wanted was to have curly hair and play the piano and tap dance, and I don't, and I can't, but...
Go ahead, kill yourself.
Oh, good idea.
November 25th, 1934. Dear President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I'm an American, and I fought for freedom. And in my opinion, this New Deal of yours is one of the most ridiculous, cockamamie ideas in the history of civilization. Shit. Yeah.
Afternoon, Bill.
Effie Thatcher? I don't believe it. You look A1.
Yeah, how are you, friend?
Oh, pretty good.
So what happened to your head?
Yeah, it slipped on the ice. What's it been, 5 years? Let's celebrate it. Gin and pineapple juice. Not that I care for the pineapple goddamn juice. In case Lois suddenly appears.
Yeah, where is she?
I don't know. Here, have a drink.
No thanks, I don't need that stuff anymore.
What? You're the biggest drinker I know.
My friend, something incredible has happened. Can I tell you about it?
Maybe. Maybe not.
You remember Roland?
Yeah.
He was worse than me. His father sent him all the way to Switzerland to be treated by Dr. Carl Jung.
Carl Jung?
Yeah, he stays there in his clinic for a year. As soon as he gets out, he drinks.
Well, here's to him.
Jung told him that further therapy would be useless, that the only thing that would help him would be a vital spiritual awakening.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so Roland comes back, joins this Christian organization. They don't meet in churches, they meet right in people's houses. The Oxford group, a lot of high-class people.
Uh-oh. Those little hairs on the back of my neck are standing up straight.
I know how you feel. One day I find myself in Vermont, in court, about to be locked up again for alcoholic insanity. There standing next to me is Roland, sober. He asked the judge to turn me over to him on the condition that I would come down here and live at the Oxford Group house, the Comfrey Mission down on 23rd. Yesterday I heard about you.
What? What did you hear?
I heard you're in trouble.
Trouble. Everybody's in trouble.
I gotta tell you, Bill, I haven't had a drink since that day in court. 2 whole months. It's a miracle. I'd like to talk to you about prayer.
Holy shit.
I know. But I did what they told me. I got down on my knees, and it worked.
Okay, really. How'd you do it?
Oh, I didn't. It was the grace of God.
You're talking ragtime now, buddy.
The age of miracles has returned. Men are sinners, but they can be saved if they follow the 4 absolutes, especially absolute humility.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not an atheist, okay? My father's father, my namesake, he was a fierce drinker. One Sunday morning, he takes himself out the back of the house up to the top of Mount Aeolus. Something happened to him up there.
He came back down and never took another drink. 8 years till he died. So I believe something can happen to people. But with preachers and prayers and those little goddamn candles they light for dead people.
Well, you're way ahead of where I was. At least you believe in something. Hang on to whatever you believe in. Damn it, you big love. You don't have to believe in God. You just have to admit that you're not God. Let something outside that stubborn Vermont self of yours take hold. Your problem is you want to drink more than you want to live.
Look, you're not in my world. I don't share your belief.
Good.
Good?
I didn't believe Roland. Roland didn't believe Young. This thing works in spite of any belief.
Abby, really.
Here, take this card.
You're my best friend on earth, buddy.
Calvary Mission. Address is on the card.
You're too goddamn late, buddy. I'm gone.
I'll see you there, brother. I'll see you there. Bill? You there? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Shit. This isn't heaven, is it?
No, but in hell either.
I'm not so sure. Where's Lois?
No, she'll be back.
How long have I been here?
2 days.
What the hell happened?
You don't remember anything?
I was trying to get to your mission. I got off the subway and I hit a few bars. Started drinking with the guy, a Swede. That's it. That's all I can remember. What happened?
Oh, well, the two of you came down 3 times to the mission that afternoon looking for me. That night, I got you to the meeting, sat you down with the newcomers.
Oh, God, yeah. That stink of booze and sweat and piss.
Yep. And the preacher called for all those saved by Jesus to come up. And before I could stop you, you walked right up, started talking about salvation and how'd you turn your life over to God.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did. It was very moving. My friend, you made your surrender to God.
It didn't work. I've been drunk ever since. How many days?
4, but at least you made it to town's hospital.
Oh, yeah. I've been here before. Great menu. Castor oil, cold tomatoes, purge and puke. Leave me alone, Abby. Just get out of here.
Bill, what do you say we pray together?
Get the hell out of here.
That's the spirit. Tell you what, I'll be praying for you. And I'll be back tomorrow.
God damn it. God damn it. You don't do anything. Anything at all. God damn it. If there's anybody out there, show me, God damn it. Show me.
Dr. Silkworth! Dr. Silkworth!
What is it, Bill?
Something just happened. Did the lights flash out there?
No.
In here, the room got all light, all lit up. I was seized with... I felt... I can't describe it.
Keep going.
It was like I was on a mountain. The wind was blowing hard all around me, right through me. It was strange, kind of like a spirit, right through me. And then I heard the words, "You are a free man."
Was it a voice you heard?
Yeah, no, sort of. More like a thought.
Your own thought?
Only in my mind's eye.
How tangible was the wind?
I don't know. Am I still sane?
I believe so.
What the hell happened?
I'm not sure, Bill. But whatever you've got a hold of, hang on to it. It's better than what had a hold of you a few moments ago.
Who asked her to come into my life? Like having the DTs every time I turn around. Henrietta Cyber. And when she says the divinity, I want to puke.
You'd like to speak with Bob yourself?
No!
Yes, he is a challenge to me, and the divinity too. Bob's come into your life for a purpose? Perhaps. Thanks for calling again, Henrietta. Goodbye.
What are you and the poltergeist of the rubber industry?
Henrietta says she's received guidance from God, that you must admit your secret to the group. She's called a special meeting for you to give testimony.
Those meetings don't work. Done everything they said. Read scripture. Even tried to pray. Me pray. It doesn't work. And the worst is I gave in. I sacrificed my belief.
Your belief?
My absolute belief in non-belief. Those evangelicals are getting on my nerves. They're always so goddamn happy. Going around saying to each other, I'm maximum. Are you maximum? I'm maximum.
You've grown so bitter. You are so full of contempt for good people.
Well, thank you, Annie, for casting the first stone. Appreciate it, really.
Well, Lord knows I'm not perfect.
Why doesn't she work on her own family? I mean, she's living down in the gatehouse with the kids. Meanwhile, up the driveway in the mansion, her husband's holed up alert for her attack.
She's a remarkable woman. All these years, I don't know how I would have managed without her. But you have not done everything she's asked, Bob. When you do come to a meeting, you never reveal your drinking. It's time.
If word gets out and spreads around Akron, I will lose my practice and we're through.
People know.
Nobody's ever said anything to me.
Believe me, they know.
You don't know what you're talking about.
The book of James says faith without works is dead.
Whatever's wrong with me, Annie, it ain't gonna be cured by God.
How will it?
Maybe it won't. Maybe this is it. Maybe we'll just all have to learn to live with it. And probably not much longer either. You think that tattooed dancer's bad? Wait and see what shows up with no drink in me at all. I've got a demon inside me, Annie. A real, live, evil spirit called John Barleycorn. Can you understand that I gotta have it? Can you?
No, I cannot.
Thank heaven you can't. Stop trying to save me.
Robin, next month it'll be 20 years since you carried me over that threshold into this house. 20 years. Same threshold, same house. Our children have never known you really, not like you were then. That first day, we pitched in together. We didn't take a honeymoon. We wanted to get to work together. I always thought we'd get around to a honeymoon sometime or other, but no more, Bob, no more. There'll never be a honeymoon. We've grown old, and it's a cruel thing, Bob, a cruel, cruel thing.
All right, goddammit, I'll go. I'll go and I'll talk. You happy?
Well, we've waited long enough, Abby. Let's have dinner without him.
All right. You know it's a miracle. Bill hasn't had a drink for 4 months and 18 days.
Here it is. Beans again, mainly.
He's a phenomenon. I'm telling you, when he talks down at the mission, it just draws people to it.
Some phenomenon. I've gone from supporting one grown man to supporting two.
Well, I could move back to the mission.
Well, it may come to that.
Can I bother you for some butter?
Butter. You know, it's just that if it were remotely possible, without cutting into this charity work so much, for one of you guys to find a job.
I remember that summer at the resort when you were, what, 12 or 13, and you set up that little tea room on the island there. I said to myself, one day that girl...
Oh, don't say it.
Yeah.
We'll wind up selling blouses at Macy's. This is not what I had in mind, and without children.
Yes, I understand how you feel.
Do you? I mean, he's not drinking anymore, but is this better? It's like he's on a crusade.
We just have to have faith and hold on.
We? I'm holding on to my job. What is it that we're holding on to?
Well, you should be here anytime.
Sorry I'm late. What a day. Let's eat. Ran into a fella I've been working on for over a month. He went out on a bender. I chased him all the way up to the Bronx. Talked to him for about an hour. He may come to Mission, Eddie. He may come.
Great, Bill. Why don't you just have a seat?
Then on the way back down, I stopped to consult with Doc Silkworth. Found some flowers, though, for you.
Put him in the sink. Sit down.
But I mean, get this. He tells me I'm on a twin-engine power drive. One part genuine spirituality, one part my old drive being #1 man. He says my problem is I'm preaching to him. I'm driving him away. He says that I should just keep talking about my illness. So, what do you think, Eb?
I don't know, Bill.
Bill, we've been waiting for you.
I mean, you think he's got something there, Eb?
No, Bill, why don't you just
Sit down.
Ain't right. But, you know, the good doctor just doesn't see the energy of this thing, the way it's going to take off. You know, for 5,000 years, the batting average with drunks has been 0. Everyone's given it a shot. Women's temperance, FDR, and they've all failed. I'm going to cut down to what really works. I'm going to start a chain reaction that'll reach all the drunks in the world.
Well, Abby, how's that for your absolute humility?
I think he's a little more humble than usual.
You know, I must have talked to over 20 alcoholics today. Get this. I think I got a new one. A woman. My first woman drunk.
A woman?
Yeah. I talked to her for about 2 hours. Almost got through to her.
Well, how pretty was she, Bill?
Hey, I'm working. You understand? Nothing happened, okay?
2 whole hours and nothing happened. How come you're so jazzed?
What is this?
Bean casserole. Overdone. And it's all we can afford until you get a job.
I have. I was waiting for the right time to surprise you. I'm investigating a tire company for a takeover. I leave in 2 days for Akron.
Akron?
Ohio? You're not ready to go to Ohio in your condition?
My condition?
Bill, none of us are on solid ground yet.
I checked it out with Silkworth. He says it's all right. It's only for a couple days.
Wait, it's not a permanent job and we've got to go...
Isn't this what you wanted? It could be something really big. They say if it comes back, I come back as president of the company.
Bill.
You know, Bill, the group's getting kind of nervous about all the drunks you've been bringing in.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, well, last night one of them threw his shoe through the stained glass window of the church.
Look, the truth is they don't want to deal with my drunks. They think they're too low class or not trying hard enough to get your moral principle. Last thing a drunk wants to hear about is a moral principle. Maybe Silkworth's right. You talk to a drunk about God, next thing you know, you're chasing him through the Bronx.
It's a lovely night. I'm going to take a walk to the promenade. Thanks, Lola.
I'm getting the shit beat out of me from all sides. After all this, I'm still batting 0. None of them are staying sober. Maybe it's just a great big goddamn waste of time.
Well, Bill, you know, all you're talking to alcoholics, it's holding at least one of them.
Oh yeah, who's that?
You.
I once was lost, but now 'twas blind, but now
Henry and Clarice for opening up their beautiful home to us for these meetings. T. Henry, would you like to give testimony now?
Why, thank you, Henrietta. Now, I'd have to say that today, despite all my willpower and prayer, I can't seem to shake that gall-darn self-centeredness and tune in to the access of the power which is the living God. Now, that absolute honesty and absolute purity, that's no big deal. But that absolute love is a real twister. Clarice and I sit every morning for a half an hour in silence, praying for guidance. And occasionally there is a small victory with the whippersnappers at home or at the tire factory. That's it. I'm Maximum. Are you Maximum?
T. Henry, thank you.
Thank you, Henrietta.
I'm sure we all can identify with what you've shared.
Well, all you good people have shared some things I know that have been very costly to you, so I reckon I better tell you something that could cost me my profession here in Akron. I'm a secret drinker. I can't stop. Sworn on the Bible hundreds of times. I quit tomorrow. Each time I'm in it, it doesn't work. I've been to sanitariums a dozen times, more. The price to Ann and the children, it's been tremendous. I know that. And still I can't stop.
Oh, do you want us to pray for you?
Yes.
Operator, give me Poland 868.
Hello?
Is this the Reverend Walter F. Tunks?
Speaking?
My name's Bill Wilson. I'm a stockbroker from New York. I'm in the lobby of the Mayflower Hotel, and I need help.
How may we help you?
Well, I've been in Akron a week working on a business deal. Yesterday, the thing fell through. My partners left me to go back to New York, leaving me to pick up the pieces. It's a colossal disappointment. I'm a drinker, and I keep getting pulled towards the bar. And, well, I need to talk to another drunk, so I went to the church directory, and I picked out your name.
How did you come to be in touch with us? Was it because we're Episcopalian? Are you Episcopal?
No, alcoholic.
And you think I'm a drunk?
No, I thought you'd give me the name of a drunk. I'm not crazy.
Okay. Do you have a pencil?
Yeah.
All right. I believe I have a few names of some people that might be able to help.
Operator, Give me Poland 527.
Johnson residence.
I'm looking for Stretch Johnson.
So am I. When you find him, tell him to call me.
Shit. Damn it. Operator, give me 281.
Oh,
Is Frank Sullivan there?
yeah, it's him.
Frank, my name's Bill. I'm from New York. I'm an alcoholic. I need to talk to...
Go to hell.
Same to you, pal.
Shit. Damn it. Operator 244. Operator 648.
Hello.
Norman Shepard?
Yes.
Norman, my name's Bill. I got your number from Walter Tunks.
Yeah?
I'm in the lobby of the Mayflower Hotel and I need help. This is going to sound really strange. Norman?
Yeah?
Well, I've been on the wagon for 5 months and I'm about to slip off and that would be suicide.
Yeah, I'm sure it would, Mr. Wilson, but how can I help?
Well, you're not a drinker, are you?
No?
Can you give me the name of one?
Just getting ready to get on the Zephyr for New York. Didn't Reverend Tunks give you any other names?
Yeah, he gave me 10 and you're the 10th.
Hey,
Aren't there any drunks in Akron?
wait a minute. You call Henrietta Cyberling. She's at 522. She belongs to some organization, Oxford something or another, very religious.
Cyberling?
Yeah.
Well, any relation to Frank Cyberling, the president of Goodyear? I just met him. I could never call his wife.
No, not his wife. This is his daughter-in-law. She's at 522. You call her.
Five two two.
Hello?
Henrietta Cyberling?
Yes, this is she.
Henrietta, my name's Bill. I'm with the Oxford group. Henrietta, I'm from New York, and well, I'm about to slip off the wagon. I'm a drinking man. I need to talk to another drunk.
Oh, well, are you sober right now?
Yeah, I've been sober for 5 months, but...
Good for you.
Well, thanks, but I'm staring at the bar, and it looks mighty appealing.
Well,
I gotta talk to another drinking man.
This really is manna from heaven.
Hello? Please don't hang up.
I'm right here, Bill. I know just the man for you. Listen, you march down that main stairway, hail a cab, and come right out here. Tell the taxi driver to drop you at Stan Hewitt Hall.
Stan Hewitt? Who's that?
Well, that's Welsh for rock is found here.
Okay, it looks like I'm on my way.
Hello?
Hello, Anne. It's Henrietta Cyberling. Listen, you and Bob must come over here immediately. I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine, a sober drinking man named Bill.
afraid this isn't the time. Stop, Bob. Go back. Go back out at once.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is tomorrow.
Anne, are you there, Anne?
I'm afraid he's too drunk to drive.
Happy Mother's
Then you must drive him.
He's incoherent.
Oh, well, how incoherent is he?
Totally. He shan't be in any shape till late tomorrow at best.
Well, then bring him tomorrow at 5.
I'll try.
Happy day, honey. I love you.
Robert, you are a contemptible man.
Yeah.
You are never again going to humiliate me in front of my friends or my children. You're no doctor. You haven't been a husband or a father for years. You're a weak, pathetic sot.
Bill Wilson, I'd like you to introduce you to Bob Smith and his wife, Anne.
Pleased to meet you.
Afraid we can only stay about 15 minutes. 15 minutes tops.
Looks like you could use a drink.
Yeah, maybe I could.
Well, Ron, listen, since time is so short, I'll get one more chair and you two can sit here, and then I'll make the two of you some coffee.
Sounds good to me. Bob?
Let me get that.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering what the hell's going on here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Henrietta dragging you over here to listen to me.
Uh-huh.
Where are you from?
Vermont.
Say, I'm from Vermont too. What town?
St. Johnsbury.
They still have that trucking outfit up there?
I wouldn't know.
I'm from East Dorset. It's a small village outside of
Manchester, Vermont. Hey. Well, that is quite a coincidence.
I'm a real nasty drunk. Been sober 5 months and 1 day today. Last night I was knocking around the Mayflower Hotel, alone, about to take a drink. Well, we got 12 minutes. I'll give you the Reader's Digest condensed version. You game?
Fire away.
Where to begin? 1918. I was waiting to go off the war. Bivouacked in New Bedford, Massachusetts. The rich families up there insisted on entertaining us soldiers. And, you know, I'd sit at these formal dinners and I could hardly speak. And one night, a pretty girl handed me a Bronx cocktail. And then another, and then another. Well, and then the miracle happened, you know? It was like that strange barrier between me and all those men and women seemed to go down. It was like I belonged to life. Hell, to the universe. I got plastered that first night. Passed out, in fact. Doc, the story that followed takes me from the highest peak of the financial game right down to the gutter. Flunked out of law school. I flew an airplane drunk from Albany to Manchester. Hiding booze, stealing from my wife, lies, jails, hospitals.
How old are you?
39.
55. I got 16 years on you. Keep firing.
So I ended up at the hospital, and well, my doctor tells me that the alcoholic allergy is a disease, so I figure, you know...
A medical disease?
Yeah.
A disease. Sign, symptoms, cause, progression. What? What? Implying what? A treatment?
Makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, medically?
Yes. Yes, it does. Why couldn't I see that?
Most doctors can't. So I figured this is it. Self-knowledge, right? Didn't work. Next piece of the puzzle is, well, don't fall out of your chair. Call it spiritual.
Oh.
One afternoon, an old buddy of mine, hard drinker named Ebby, shows up. Sober. With a message for me from Dr. Carl Jung. Ebby had joined the Oxford group.
Oxford? Wife and I have been going to those damn meetings for years.
Yeah, well, Ebby tells me it's not all about willpower. He said you could have all the willpower in the world, it wouldn't be enough. He said that I had to make a surrender to God or to whatever.
Oh, please.
I know. I got pretty cynical about things like that too. But I tried it. I went to meetings, but I was still getting loaded. Well, one day back in the hospital, something else happened. But in the interest of time...
No, go on.
Well, let's just say I had kind of a flash, and, well, I haven't had a drink since.
What, you talking about like a conversion experience?
You've read William James.
Mm-hmm, I have. The sway of alcohol over mankind is unquestionably due to its power to stimulate the mystical faculties of human nature, usually crushed to earth by the cold facts and dry criticisms of the sober hour. Buddy, I have read everything I thought I might help. Even read that crazy son of a bitch Freud. For the longest time, he really loused me out, told me it was all in my toilet training. Keep talking.
Well, so then what did I do? I went out and I tried to convert all the drunks in New York City. How many did I get? None. Not one. Doc, all this time, something's been missing. In that hotel lobby yesterday, I knew doctors, preachers, my wife, my friends, none of them could help me.
Why not?
Because they're not drunks. They don't know what it's like to wake up your head bloody, a golf bag in your arms, a woman standing over you who maybe's your wife, maybe not. The veins in your temples pounding on bone. God, they don't know what it's like. Every cell in your body dry as sand, thirsting for the one thing in the world you know will destroy you.
I do. Do I ever?
Now, Doc, I don't want to get too far out here. I mean, we're both men of the world, rational men, sensible men. Lived through a great war. But I mean, maybe there's a reason I'm sitting here with you. In that hotel lobby yesterday, I knew in my guts, like a man knows he's going to die, that to stay out of that bar, I needed help. And then I realized what I needed was another drunk to talk to, just as much as he needed me. Friend, I need your help.
How can I help?
I think you just have. We're out of time, but thank you.
No, what's your rush? We can take a little more time.
All right. Well, I'm listening.
Oh, well. What you said, without all the horse manure thrown in there, it was like listening to myself. You know, I've done all of it. Flunked out of med school twice. My father, the judge, coming all the way to Chicago with the town doctor, the two of them dragging me back to Vermont. That wonderful old doc. I chose medicine because that doc and the last person in the world I wanted to disappoint. I was 32 when I finally got my degree. Hell, it took me 17 years to marry Annie. My whole life's been slowed down. Bill, you've lived 3 lives. I've barely lived 1. You heard the expression, when hell freezes over?
Sure have.
I'm barely moving anymore. I use booze and pills every day. I mean, I wake up in the morning with the jitters and I got to take sedatives to calm my hands for surgery. I'm drinking again by the afternoon. I gotta be drunk to get to sleep. I am flat-ass terrified of not being able to sleep. Sometimes in surgery, I'm high as a kite. Lucky I haven't killed anybody. I do butt surgery, man. Prohibition was a bitch, wasn't it?
Worst thing you can do to a drunk is pass a law trying to stop him. He gets very serious about it then.
Oh, yeah. You know, and Bill, I have tried to believe. I've tried my best, but I have sworn off God. The lid's on tight.
Maybe we should just leave God out of it for now. I want to hear about you and booze.
If I don't drink, I'm a monster. I mean, booze is the glue that holds me together. It's the only thing I can count on. But now the goddamn stuff doesn't even work anymore. With or without it, I'm a monster.
The monster is our disease.
You really believe that, Bill? Christ, I just figured that a drunk was a bum under the bridge, not folks like us. Look, I'm a physician. Sometimes I get to wishing I could be a drunk under the bridge. But what you're saying is what I needed all along was just to come clean with one hardcore nose in the gutter drunk.
You found it, Bob. Fire away.
Well, yeah, 1898. I left home for Dartmouth College. I'll never forget that feeling. Finally, I was free. You know, I always just wanted to play the piano and tap dance and have curly hair. And when I was loaded, I could play the piano and I tried to tap dance and Christ, for all I know, I had curly hair, you know? Okay, Henrietta, we know it's been 6 hours. Really, we'll be right there. Thanks, Bill. Hey, you know, all of our lives, we've had people try to tell us what's wrong with us. That just gets our backs up, makes us want to dig in our heels. They can't fix us with that.
No, they can't. But Smitty, telling our own stories to each other, I mean, yeah, being honest about it, about who we are and what's happened to us, that's real. It has the ring of truth to it. And maybe when we're telling it, something true makes its way across that gap between one drunk and another, like sound waves or light rays. And maybe when no one's looking, it slips in under the ribs and hits the other fella's heart.
Yeah, well, you're getting kind of complicated about all this, Abercrombie, but all the fireworks and magic thrown in. And
look, I can see the shape of this whole thing emerging.
You know, if this treatment of yours really works, we've got no choice but to try it on others.
We've? Don't worry, I'll go easy on the fireworks. Hell, maybe the main thing about that flash of mine was just to move me along to this meeting with you. If there's any such thing as a miracle, partner, this is it.
I don't know about anything about those things, but, you know, it sounds like it's not religion after all. Just other drunks. And maybe, just maybe, something else working through us.
We'll save 100,000. We'll save millions.
Let's just get one more.
I know, he's worse than I thought. Give me a hand.
A drink, for Christ's sakes, a drink.
Oh, Jesus, what happened? How could you do this to us?
Drink.
Right, I'll get you a hooker of scotch.
Yeah.
What? Are you crazy?
He needs it. I need it. The man's about to have a seizure. It's dangerous.
I need a drink.
I agreed to let you live with us, but leaving bottles out in the open, Bob gets to learn to live with temptation. What a harebrained idea that was.
The man's about to have a seizure. A seizure could kill him.
A drink, for Christ's sakes.
I'm throwing this out.
No! He's got the shakes, babe. We gotta bring it down gradually.
Please.
I knew it was absurd to let a man just 2 weeks sober go off to a medical convention all the way to New Jersey for 5 days and with other doctors. Why ever did I listen to you?
All right. I made a mistake, but...
You said this was working and this may be as bad as I've ever seen him.
Okay, I was wrong, but he needs to...
I know what he needs. He needs another trip to the sanitarium.
No, I got to operate Monday at 9.
What?
That gives us 3 whole days.
3 days? It'll take 3 weeks to dry him out. Come on. How
okay?
Impossible.
Maybe not. Let me take care of it. I'll use the town's treatment.
After all you've done, you have the nerve to talk about another treatment?
I know. But I've been through it myself a lot of times. We'll build you up with the K-Road cords here for energy, cold tomatoes for vitamins, and taper you off with, well, alcohol and sedatives. You gotta bring it down gradually, and booze and a stash of pills is all we have.
That's right.
I should trust you again?
Let him try. I'm begging you. Let him and me try.
Bill, you're a man who could talk a dog off of a meat wagon. It's 4 in the morning. I'll give you till 4 tomorrow afternoon. Put him in the spare bed in your room and don't wake the children.
Here you go, Smitty. So where do you keep your sedatives?
Sedatives?
The goofballs? The pills you told me about?
Can't remember. Last thing I remember was born in the 20th century.
Well, if it goes back to you, let me know.
Okay.
Start you off with the cold tomatoes.
No, not the goddamn tomatoes. I hate tomatoes.
You'll hate them more when this is over.
No, not yet. I can't.
All right, we'll start you off with the K-Road syrup.
Okay,
Open up.
Okay.
Open up for number 2.
You're not giving up on me, Bill?
Down in the house. All right. Now, the tomatoes.
I'm sorry, Bill. Letting people down. It's been the story of my life. I'll never make this up to you.
You're not eating your tomatoes.
Oh,
Come on, let's get you up to bed.
Bill,
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever it takes to get sober. And just stay that way.
I hear you, partner. Loud and clear. Come on.
Socks.
Socks.
In my socks.
What's in your socks?
The goofballs.
Goofballs?
They're upstairs. In my sock drawer. In my socks.
More coffee?
Any more coffee, I'll crawl right out of my skin.
I keep seeing in my mind's eye the way he looked this morning when we drove him to the hospital. The way his hands were shaking. Hands too shaky to grasp the steering wheel. And we placed a scalpel in those hands.
Yeah, I was worried about him too. But treating a drunk with the shakes is tricky. You gotta sedate him enough to kill the shakes, but stop before you kill the drunk.
Bill! What was that you gave him in the parking lot?
What?
Bill?
I figured he needed a little fine-tuning is all.
What did you give him?
One more goofball, and that last bottle of beer. He seemed about right, though. He perked right up, didn't he?
I wouldn't call it perk, no.
He was walking straight. Well, pretty straight. By the time he finally got to the main entrance.
Not like he can walk. And where is he now? When he called, he said he'd be right home, and that's been 4 hours. It'd be just like him to go out celebrating and ruin it all.
No, I don't think that's it.
You're such an optimist.
At my best, yes.
Real moxie, you. All these years, I've clung to my faith. I've clung to my Bible, sometimes literally. But I lost all hope for him. It just doesn't take much to tip me over anymore. You know, Bob courted me for many years, and I wouldn't marry him until he ceased drinking, and for a year he did. That's when we married. I had such hope then.
And now?
Perhaps. Those first 2 weeks when you arrived, that's the longest stretch he's been sober these 20 years. That's why I didn't want you to send him off to that convention. You know what it was like for me to sit and wait those 5 days. So many nights I'd sit here alone, the children asleep. The house as still as death, but for the clock ticking. Sitting with the feeling of hope and dread as the cars came up and then passed by.
I know all about dread.
Do you know about waiting for someone?
To come home?
To come alive. Waiting for someone else, someone you love, to come alive.
No, I can't say that I do.
To be honest with you, Bill, I don't think you can now. But your wife probably could. Is she coming out here?
Yeah, I hope so.
You've been apart for such a long time. I can't help wondering what she thinks of all this.
Yeah, hard to tell.
I think it's time for her to come for a visit. Perhaps I'll write to her myself.
Yeah.
Listen.
Don't worry. I'm okay.
Thank God.
Patient's okay, too.
Where have you been?
It's the strangest thing. I've been driving all over Akron, looking up every person I've harmed. All our creditors, people I've been avoiding, some for years. Told them exactly what was going on. Expressed my wish to make amends. Even went to Hubert down at the mortgage bank. Imagine that. Yeah, you know, this is it. I've had enough. By tomorrow morning, everybody in Akron's going to know. But I told Bill, remember? Told you I'd do whatever it takes, no matter what. I guess this is it. I'm sorry it took so long, Ann. You know, this could be our ruin, but so be it. Really sorry it took so long. I guess that just shows how much harm I've done. There is one more amends I have to make. Ann, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. From now on, I'll let my actions speak for me. Showing you a man who's a husband and a father and a surgeon too.
I best get dinner.
If there's even one tomato involved, I'll scream. Slimy red recalcitrant bastards. Smells good.
Should we give thanks?
And so, Lois, hard to believe it's been 2 months since I moved in with Bob and Ann. Each morning we sit in silence asking for guidance. Most nights Bob and I are up till 2 or 3 in the morning drinking coffee, trying to develop our program. Bob says this could just be a fluke unless we prove it with others. So we're off to work on our first case. Another surgeon? Remind me never to have my appendix out in Akron.
You know what I think, Lloyd?
What?
I think we need another drink.
I think that's a good idea. Here you go. Hey, Bob. Hey, I'm on a roll here tonight. Don't mess me up.
Now, you said the other night when we came over and told you our stories, you said you would make a surrender.
In front of my wife? What the hell else was I going to say?
They're talking about you out at the hospital, Lloyd.
Yeah, well, they were talking about you too, Bob, when you were drinking. Now they're talking about you sober. I don't give a good goddamn about any of it. Just leave me alone.
We can't leave you alone, Lloyd.
Hey, buddy, you don't know shit from Shinola about me. Every time I turn around the last 3 days, it's the Temperance Twins selling salvation. You got half a mind to nail you, Mr. Big Shot Stockbroker.
Don't Phil.
You come on. All right. Okay. It's all right. Bob, you know what I think?
What, Lloyd?
There's your drink. Have a drink.
So, we ran into a slight snag with Lloyd. But we are learning to never try to work with drunks in bars. We've got a perfect prospect now, a young fella named Eddie. He's connected to all the best circles in Akron. So if we get him, we're in. He, his wife Ruthie, and the 2 little kids moved in with us. We tapered Eddie down with tomatoes, but then he tried to commit suicide. When we got him back, he got angry at a tuna fish sandwich and then threatened Ann with a knife. So we locked him up down in the coal cellar and started our treatment again. I do wish you'd come here on your vacation, darling. It must be hard for you alone to manage the finances, but somehow I know that will all take care of itself.
Dear Bill, I'm very disappointed you're not coming home. There are no finances to manage, and nothing will take care of itself. If you don't bring in some money soon, we'll lose Father's house. I'm still not clear what happened with the business deal. Ann wrote me, inviting me to come. I don't know whether to join you or not. I feel quite lonely, but my life is here.
And so, Ruthie, while I, your husband, was in the hospital, you were off at this Oxford something or other.
Just like every Wednesday night for the past month, Eddie.
Okay. So at this meeting, what exactly did you say?
I made a surrender. God, it's hot in here. I'm gonna go down and get some milk.
Milk! You never drink milk. What else did you tell them?
Nothing, Eddie. There's nothing to be suspicious about.
Did you tell them about me?
No, I spoke about myself.
Did you speak of our conjugal life?
Oh, Eddie, why are you so mad?
Mad? You think I'm mad?
Is everything okay in there?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave?
Yeah.
I thought we heard a commotion up here.
Yeah, we're having a little trouble sleeping.
You sleep with your clothes on now, Eddie?
I don't sleep much at all anymore. This treatment of yours is for shit.
Well, maybe it's just you, pal.
Yeah?
Eddie, we think it's best that you and Ruthie are separated tonight. You're out in the garage. Go.
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What happened, Ruthie?
Are you all right, dear?
I think I better go check on the children.
This just doesn't feel right, Bill.
Why the hell doesn't this guy get it?
Maybe he's too much for us to handle.
We've got to sell him on this thing. Damn it, if we get somebody like him, this thing will take off.
Maybe the only way to sell him is to stop trying so hard to sell it.
Oh, there's something wrong with me. I'm off here.
No. What I was trying to say was, never mind.
So it's me. I'm the problem.
Maybe we just have to, we can't let what we want get in the way of reality anymore.
You're saying there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, you and your goddamn ego the size of the Chrysler building.
Oh God. No, that's just great. That's really great.
Ruthie, I'm sorry, we didn't
Bob.
understand earlier.
Bill, this situation requires more than we can provide here. With Ruthie's permission, I think it's time you place a call to Ypsilanti.
What's Ypsilanti?
It's State Asylum, Michigan. Is that all right with you, Ruthie?
Fine, I'll take the children to my parents in Ann Arbor. Thank you for trying.
He could have killed her. What the hell are we doing? This isn't working.
Bill, it is working.
What?
Eddie is doing us a favor.
Huh?
He's keeping us sober. Hell, a fellow like Eddie could keep the whole army sober.
Terrific. Well, do me a favor. Thank Eddie for me, will you? It's great to see you, baby. I like your hat. Is it new?
No, it's old and mended.
I know the feeling. Well, I'm glad you've come. You look terrific.
Shall we go?
What's the matter?
We'll get to it.
No, come on. What is it?
Well, Bill, Macy's gave me the whole week off. But I'm not sure how long I'm going to be staying.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
On the train, I kept going over and over these things. I came here to see what was really happening, but also...
Look, I know how strange this all must seem. Even I have my doubts.
Strange. What you're doing here, Bill, sounds completely insane.
I know. Remember that fella Eddie I wrote you about?
Yes.
Sent him to a lunatic asylum. Split up the family, the whole 9 yards.
So it's still just you and this Bob?
Come on, let's go. They're dying to meet you.
Wait, what about the business work thing?
What is this?
I need to be clear about these things.
Okay, it's dead. I failed.
I see. And you're still not ready to come home?
I can't yet. No.
You can't. Oh, Bill, I've got some bad news. I didn't want to tell you in a letter. I wanted to tell you face to face. It's Abby. He's drinking again. He's been drunk for 2 weeks.
What, Eddie? No.
Yes, that's why I thought maybe we should go home tomorrow. Oh, but for now, take me to the Smiths.
Lois,
You must be Mrs. Smith.
so good to meet you.
And you.
This is my husband, Robert.
You can call me Bob. Everybody else does if I'm lucky.
Well, I appreciate you taking Bill into your home.
Well, pleasure's ours, mostly. Hello there, William.
She wants me to come home.
Yeah, I don't want to butt in, but in my view, your husband's a very unusual man.
Yes, I know.
He's got real vision. I mean, that's rare to find. Not much patience, mind you, but a great deal of vision.
Thanks a million.
You're welcome. You see, Lois, when I hit rock bottom, he picked me up and he carried me through to the other side. He cared for me. with all of his talk, now that he's sober, I think you can believe what he says. You see, Bill always wants more, and he's got to settle for less. I always want less, not to settle for more. But if he says that something new could be happening here, I myself tend to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I might add, Lois, for a Vermont native to say such a thing, that's high praise.
I appreciate you saying that. I really do, very much. But you have to understand, I signed on with him a long time before you did, for reasons which at this very moment are not crystal clear to me.
I know, dear. But the men are sober, thank the Lord. That's an actual fact. You must be tired. Perhaps we'll put you in your own room. It overlooks the garden. It's quiet and gets the morning sun.
That's very kind of you, and I think that should be best for now. I will stay out the week. That's all I can promise, 1 week.
Good afternoon, ladies.
I need some fresh air. I'm going to go out for a walk. Bill? Walk?
I'd be glad to go with you.
No, thanks, Anne. I just need to clear my head.
You planning on getting out of that chair anytime, William? Soon?
Maybe, maybe not.
I haven't been able to get in my chair for 2 days now. You know, if you're thinking about trying to set a new world record, you ought to know I used to live in that chair, lying in the exact same direction, right, Annie?
Head toward Mount Peace Cemetery.
I'll just go back upstairs and go to bed.
Hey, Bill, I've been thinking about where we've been going wrong. You know what we need? We need a better supply of more reliable alcoholics. You know, ones that are already in the hospital. They always have a good batch down there at Akron City. What say, Bill? You game?
You got any more bright ideas? Do you know anybody down at the hospital?
As a matter of fact, I do. And I think if we call down there, we could probably get somebody to, you know, they probably got a good, bright-eyed, ready-to-go drunk, ready for us to work on.
Well,
We're glad you're staying.
It's like
maybe Lois is right. It's time to go home.
You can't do that, Bill.
The hell I can't. I'd be on the next train tomorrow to New York.
You're headed for a drink if you do, Abercrombie.
Don't call me Abercrombie.
You're still headed for a drink.
What do you know?
That I know. The old Bill going down would try to drink himself out of it.
Oh, but the new Bill, feeling like shit, has this great opportunity of going under sober. Hallelujah.
Who asked you how you feel?
That's the most boneheaded thing I've ever heard.
Bill, feelings ain't facts. Just because your ego took one big beating doesn't mean the world's coming to an end. And whoever said it was going to be easy staying sober?
Nope. I'm sick and tired of your two-bit Midwestern philosophy.
Yeah, well, your red-hot New York wit's wearing a little thin on me like that.
And this man is insufferable. Why'd you even marry him?
Insufferability was high on my list.
You know, it's like the one about the policeman shining his light on the couple making love in the park. It's okay, officer. We're married. Oh, sorry, says the cop. I didn't realize she was your wife. Neither did I, says the fellow, until you shined your light on us.
And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means that we can't let our treatment rely on blinding flashes of light. We've got to get back to basics, like the rest of medicine. You know, the human body, nature, putting the pieces together, like step by step, until one day the familiar is right there in front of you. Get it? Yeah, Akron City Hospital, please. I know the admitting nurse down there. I'll bet she's got a nice, neat, well-behaved drunk just dying for a little. Yeah, Nurse Hall, yeah. Dr. Bob Smith here. Say, a fellow from New York and I, we found a cure for alcoholism, and we need... That's right, a cure for alcohol... Yes, as a matter of fact, I have tried it on myself, and it works. Thank you very much. Hey, you got any drunks we can work on down there? He punched you in the eye. And you knocked him out. Nice going, Hilda. Say, what kind of a bird is this egg when he's sober? A grand chap, a lawyer. And his wife's a peach, too. Well, good. My partner and I will be down there tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye now. You hear that, Sir William? Hey, Sir William. This one sounds perfect.
May I make a suggestion? Talk to his wife first.
Are you sure you're leaving?
Yes.
You think this is crazy, don't you?
I think I want you to come home.
You think? You're not sure.
Bill, you've hardly talked to me for 3 days. You're in your own little world.
If I go back to the city before I have something that works, I'm dead.
Is this working?
The tide's gone out, and I'm staring at a lot of wreckage, and without booze, it's a hell of a lot worse. I'm dying for a drink. Bob looks solid, but believe me, he could take a drink any second. This thing has got to be greater than just the two of us.
I see. Well, maybe your hope is here. But I'm trying to hang on to life in New York.
I've crossed the line, but I don't know where the hell I'm going. Please, Lo, stay.
Why should I?
Because we've always made these crossings together.
No, we have not.
What do you mean?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I'm listening.
Somewhere along the way, I found myself alone and helpless over you. I knew you had these terrible losses in your life, Bill. I thought I could make up for them, and I have found that I cannot. And when you're alone, you have choices. You stay or you leave. Resentment or understanding. These choices must be made. I chose to stay and try to find meaning. And one day, I noticed that my loneliness had turned to solitude. I may not have the life that I imagined, but I'm learning to live the life that I have. I have. Noticing things like someone else's child smiling up at me.
I know what that's like.
Do you? Do you know what it's like for me? Have you ever even asked me? I am trying to find my own way in this whirlwind of you. And even now, I don't think that you can know what it's like to love someone day after day, night after night, who's not there, who's not really there.
I'm so sorry. I've let you down so badly. I've missed you coming alive. I'm so sorry.
This is the 8th time Billy's been in this hospital in the past 6 months. I've had it. I mean, I really have had it. How much does this program of yours cost?
Nothing.
You on the level?
But we can't do it without your help.
I'll tell you something. I did something this time I've never done before. I went to Opry preacher and I said, "You're not reaching him. I'm going to find someone who can if I have to search all Akron." I prayed for that. And then you two show up. Well, God sure does have some sense of humor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, but we're just trying to keep from taking a drink ourselves.
Oh, my, pardon me, but that sounds a little bit strange. I mean, I've been praying for someone to help him.
Bill, is there anything you want to throw in? No? Please, ma'am, please.
Well, okay. I'll tell him you're here.
Thank you.
Bill, honey, I've been talking to a couple of men about your drinking.
I resent that, my wife talking to strangers.
Don't worry, they're drunks, just like you. One of them's a doctor.
A drunk doctor. Well, ain't that the cat's balls? Christ, it's hot.
Listen, these fellas want to talk with you. They say it's going to help them stay sober.
Help them. Oh, that's rich. How much this one gonna cost?
They won't take money. They're more than a little strange.
No fooling. Sure, tell them to come by sometime next week.
They're waiting outside. I'll tell them you're here.
Oh.
Okay, go on in.
Thank you, ma'am. Here, take this, ma'am.
Thank you.
You ready, Bill? Hello there. I'm Bob Smith. This is Bill Wilson.
Yeah, which one of you is the drunk doctor?
That'd be me. My friend here, he's a drunk stockbroker.
Oh, boy. I'm Bill Dotson. They call me Billy.
I heard you gave Nurse Hall a black eye the other night.
So they say. I don't recollect it myself.
Yeah, well, we drunks do terrible things in blackouts, don't we, Bill?
Woke up one morning in a jail cell not knowing what country I was in. Didn't look like America. I guess Canada, but it turned out to be Cuba.
Yeah. I know all about that, not that I've ever been to Cuba. I don't think I have anyway.
Billy, I got to hiding bottles from my wife and then not knowing where I could find them. And, you know, over door jams.
Down the clothes chute.
Coal bin.
Ash container of the furnace.
Water tank of the toilet.
Doghouse?
I myself got to hiding 10 4-ounce bottles in my socks until one day the wife and kids go to see Tugboat Annie at the Pictures. Wallace Beery used the same hiding place. They came home, dove straight for my socks. It was humiliating.
I know all about that. I've been in there so many times, tied to this bed for 2-3 days before I ever knew where I was. I reckon in this pitiful life, it's time to piss on the fire and call in the dogs.
What got you to this point, Billy?
You think I know? I come from a good farm family in Carlisle County, Kentucky. One day I was 8 years old. I was helping the hired hands clear out a barn. I started in on some hard cider from a barrel, passed out, had to be carried into the house. Next morning, I felt like shit. I woke up, you know what I did?
Made a beeline for the barrel in the barn.
It was love. So I joined the United States Army. I got paid to drink. Got married, nice house, nice kids, Akron Law School, Akron City Council. But the last few years, it's just gone all to hell. All to hell with it.
What do you think, Bill?
Maybe.
Good. Son, we feel like we've been given a gift. It's the gift of sobriety. Now, it's a strange sort of gift because in order to keep it, we got to pass it on.
Yeah, well, nobody's given me any gifts lately.
You have a disease.
A disease?
That's right. It's called alcoholism.
You're shitting me.
It's an incurable disease.
Well, how'd I get it?
I don't know. We think we may have been born with it.
Say, would you tell that to the wife?
I'd be happy to. But we think we might have a treatment. You see, we believe by taking it to someone else who needs it and wants it that we can stay sober. Now, if you don't want it, just say so and we'll be gone.
No, I'd like to quit for, 2, 3, maybe 5 months till I get things straightened out.
No.
What's so funny about that?
Billy, It doesn't matter whether you stay sober for 5 days, 5 months, or 5 years. If you start again, you'll just wind up right back here, tied down 6 ways from Sunday.
Billy, could you leave this hospital and never take another drink?
Never? I thought you guys knew what you were talking about. Never.
Forget never. Yeah. Even we can't promise that anymore.
No.
Billy, can you just make it through today?
Today? I can't even get out of this bed today. You don't understand. I'm afraid to leave this hospital at all.
We do understand that, friend, but is there anything outside of yourself you can believe in or rely on?
Oh, you don't have to sell me on religion. I used to be a deacon at our church. I taught Sunday school for years. Prayer don't work. I still believe in God, but I reckon God quit believing in me.
I doubt that, son.
Well, you licked this thing. How'd you do it?
Well, see, we've chiseled this thing down, and what we found is right at the heart of us all, is you have to make a...
Hold on, partner.
What he asked, I'm telling him.
Telling him, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, what my partner was about to say is that we're no better than you, Billy. No worse. Maybe just a little farther along. Just 2 bozos on a bus making room for a third. I mean, we'll help you try to find your way.
And that's a promise.
Thank you kindly for that.
So, Billy, are you ready to join us and let go of booze entirely?
Entirely?
And join us.
Entirely?
No, not entirely.
That was your statement. That's what you said.
Hold on. Maybe we're putting the cart before the... Billy, are you willing to ask for help?
No, I can't say I could do that.
But
no.
You said...
No!
Well, I guess you just need some time to think on it.
No, I don't need to think on it. God damn it, leave me alone. Don't waste your time on me.
Okay, we're going.
Billy, we'll be back tomorrow.
What was that about?
Can you feel that?
Feel what?
The 3 of us, like, held together there just for a moment. Like 3 birds held still in a pocket of wind.
Fireworks and magic, eh, Abercrombie?
Yes,
you're back.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Are they always out this late?
These days, yes. I've never seen 2 men so absorbed. At times like this, do you begin to worry?
Yes, I do. But seeing him here with Bob, it does seem that something different is taking hold. It's quite shocking, actually.
Wow, to hear you say that, well, it's a real treasure. It helps me very much.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad.
So many nights, I'd sit here, the main thing on my mind being whether to leave him or not.
Well, why did you stay?
I love the man I used to know. I couldn't bear to think of him alone. Does that sound cowardly?
Hardly. There's virtue in staying, too.
There is, yes. There used to be hardly a day go by without my being angry with Bob. And then one evening when Bill and I were here waiting for him, I felt like I saw Bob's sickness ever so clearly from close up and far away. I saw 2 ordinary people caught up in something terrible, yes. But nobody's fault, really. I let go. It helped me to be more forgiving.
I wish I had your generosity. Sometimes I feel like it's my anger all that's keeping me going.
I don't see you so much as angry, dear, as spunky.
Really?
Yes, you're a strong person when it comes to something you believe in.
Yes, I suppose I am.
Hello?
Come in.
Hello, I'm Hen, Billy Dotson's wife, and are you Mrs. Ann Smith?
Yes. And this is Mrs. Wilson.
Nice to meet you.
And you?
I was told to come over here.
Who told you, dear?
Dr. Smith, he's working on my husband, and he told me to come on over. I told him that I was boiling peaches. Tonight, in this heat, boiling peaches. And Dr. Bob says to me, Hen, which is more important, the peaches or your husband? And I had to say, the peaches.
Sit, Hen. Is everything all right?
Yes. Yes. No. I hate him. I mean, I really hate him. Isn't that a terrible thing to say?
No. I'm sure it's merely the truth.
Oh, truth is, I hate myself. It's like a poison in me. Am I deranged? It's a nightmare. I can barely show my face in public.
There's no need to feel so apart.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, that's my situation too.
You?
Yes.
And mine.
Truly?
Yes, it is. Do you know, this is the first time in all these years that anyone has sat in this room with me in this way.
Yes, it's really quite an adventure, isn't it? Keep talking, Hen. We want to hear.
Truly?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you kindly. Well, the final straw was last weekend. My brother was getting married for the second time. Small wedding, just a family affair. And there we all were, dressed fit to kill. But my brother couldn't marry wife number 2. 'Cause that idiot husband of mine ain't filed the papers for him to divorce wife number 1.
Sorry we're so late. Bob and I were over.
It's good you were. Bill, come here, dear.
How's my husband?
I don't know, Hen. It's a tough egg to crack.
Oh, tell me the truth, Doctor.
Afraid it's not in our hands now.
When I was a girl, I was told that this kind of silence at this time of night meant angels were passing overhead. And dear, you stay with us tonight.
Hey, wake up, Billy. How'd you sleep? Well, I didn't think I slept a wink, but I guess I did.
So, Billy, what's it to be?
Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, let me see. You know, when you boys left last night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about what liquor had done to me and my family. Scum. I am scum. Y'all know what that feels like?
Yes, we do. We sure do, Billy.
I wanted to ask for help like you said I had to, but the truth is, I could not. No.
Oh, well.
No, hey, hold on. I ain't finished yet. Say, would you mind if I got up and we all sat down together like on the same level?
Of course not, Billy.
Dude.
Oh, look, here, let's help.
Come
Oh, Christ, I am weak.
sit over here in the middle.
Bring on the tomatoes.
I don't think so.
Well, there I was, stuck for the longest time. I was stuck for the longest time. And I kept thinking about when you boys come back in my room last night, and you was standing there like you saw something in me. Well, it's like when you pass a good card game and you want in. Boys, I wanted in.
Exactly. Keep talking, Billy.
I felt like I'd do anything to be there with you. And almost in spite of myself, I found myself saying out loud, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Over and over again. And then I felt something break free.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, all at once, I knew I could. It was like things came clear, like a breeze was blowing. Like on a farm, on a summer's day, when you can actually see that breeze ruffling the wheat. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, that's a beautiful sight.
Beautiful.
Bob, this is it.
So, are you ready to join us, Billy, and ask for help?
Yes, friends, I am.
And so Dr. Bob and I walked out of Billy D's room that day, and one of us turned to the other and said, well, now we have 3 members. That makes us a group. Billy D left that hospital a free man. And we 3 went out looking for just one more to pass it on.
To pass it on. You know, even today, I feel like I could knock off a couple scotches, but I just say to myself,
Better get back on the job, big boy. Go down and see some of the drunks in the ward. Given of ourselves, of our own effort, strength, and time. That's what Bill W. learned in New York City and what I learned from Bill. But it takes practice, you know, to learn that spirit of service. For you newcomers, a couple of suggestions. Take the cotton out of your ears and put it in your mouth. Just sit and listen. Do as each of us does. Don't drink, go to meetings, and ask for help. You know, every time I'm at a meeting, I'm brought back to the very first meeting where Bill W. came into my life. Bill's a man who became like a brother to me. Strange, some reason, all evening long, he's been very much on my mind. But I reckon it's the same for each of you. Each meeting's like the first, an act of faith, drawing us together through an invisible thread that connects us all. I'd like to close our meeting with a moment of silence.
Let me close with a word about Dr. Bob.
One Sunday in November 1950, I traveled again to Akron to ask Bob whether he and I should turn over the governing of the fellowship to its members. Radical idea at the time. Bob was in terrible shape, deathly ill. After careful thought, he said, well, Sir William, it has to be AA's decision, not yours or mine. It's fine with me. A few hours later, I took my leave of Dr. Bob, knowing that the following week he was to undergo a very serious operation. Neither of us dared to say what was in our hearts. As I went down the steps, I turned to look back, and there stood Bob in the doorway there, tall and upright as ever. Some color had come back into his cheeks. He was carefully dressed in a light brown suit. This was my partner, a man with whom I had never had a hard word. And then that wonderful smile lit up his face. He said, remember, Bill, let's not louse this thing up. Let's keep it simple. That was the last time I ever saw him. I'd like to end our meeting with a moment of silence.